question is chain lubing. I see people doing it certain ways and I kind of laugh because certain part of, how you say, geometry threw them off. So there you go. First thing is you want to get in right about here on the chain, lubing it. Now what I do is, so we don't spray lube all over the cat and tire, I put a rag beneath the chain and then spray the lube up in here. Reason why I do that is, if you look at the sprocket, geometry and math should tell you why. As this thing is spinning at 70, 80 miles an hour, which direction the lube is gonna go? That way. So that's why you want to put it on the inside, so that as it rotates through here, it's going to sling that way. And that's why you don't lube back here, because guess what? The lube is going to get thrown off and you still have a dry chain. So you're going to want to get it in here on the O-rings, but primarily is these links or spacers in here that you want to get the lube on, because there's no O-ring keeping the grease in. That's why you lube it so often. So every now and again you want to get some on the O-ring, and not so much all over the place. So as you can see, I wipe it off so there's not a bunch of lube on here, but there's a thin coating that's going to help in keeping the chain from rusting. Now eventually, as you can see up here, you can see the lube starting to sling through. Okay, as you can see on these links. So that's why once you're done rotating and lubing the chain, you're gonna want to come back here with a brush. And a good lube is usually pretty, it starts out more liquid, and then after time it dries and becomes more greasy. So you want something, let's say after you ride, where the chain is nice and hot. Again, math, these links are gonna get hot, and so as these get hot, they're gonna want to expand, so they rotate like that fairly easy. When they rotate, means that you have more space in it, so when you spray that lube, you're gonna be able to get some of that lube to creep in those joints. And once it dries and turns more thicker, it's gonna protect the links a little better. So now what you wanna do is, as you can see, already been in here with my toothbrush, cleaning off in between these space and getting that extra lube out of there, because excess lube only got two places to go. It's either gonna end up on the inside of your rim like here, which I gotta clean off in a bit, or it's gonna end up here on your bike, which you're gonna clean off. To clean that stuff off, your best bet is to use WD-40. Sounds crazy, but WD-40 melts chain lube very easy, so that's why you don't want to use it on your chain, because you're gonna take out all the grease that's there and leave your chain dry. Now eventually you're gonna get some buildup up here by the front sprocket, so you're gonna want to take this off. You can probably see a little bit of it in here, that there's some grease from the chain starting to build up. So on my next go around, we're gonna take this cover off and spray some D40 and get the excess lube that got slung off behind the cover here and onto the engine. Eventually you want to clean that off, because over time that grease is going to build up, and then you're going to have summertime riding, which is mean that you're going to end up with an engine on fire. Yeah, grease does catch on fire.